Alright, so I finally have another update on my work in progress. I got a beta reader to get back with me on the first 7 chapters of my work in progress. I hadn't wanted to send over too many at once. I kind of wanted to get some feedback and then I can continue working on draft 2, so that way if there's like any major character flaws that people aren't liking, then I can kind of adjust it and not have to do, I guess, I don't know, I'm playing with it to maybe hopefully not have to do like 7 million other rewrites, which might happen anyway. Regardless, I got back some feedback, got my computer here, I'm on Google Docs. I have looked through the first 2 chapters with some of her feedback, and they weren't like major plot issues. A lot of it was just like, I don't know about this sentence, like I feel like you could do something better. Some of it was reader reactions, which I genuinely love. That I had a teacher in a creative writing class in high school that did that, and I still have those drafts with her reactions, and it's so fun as a writer to get like instant feedback like that when that reader is not right in front of you. Like, you're not sitting there like, oh my gosh, like watching them like a hawk, like what do you think? It's like they've read it, they've been able to do it at their own leisure, and then you get to see that feedback instead of getting it back and being like, oh, it's good. Like, you can see where they were excited or where they were jumpy or where it made them angry or where they were confused. I really, really like just the reactive reader feedback. So there's some of that in there, which I really appreciate. So I'm going to look on chapter 3 because that is where she wrote some things. Alright, so I just kind of skimmed the 3rd chapter. There was some feedback, reader feedback, and then also just some feedback about wanting more tension in some certain scenes and wanting clarification with characters. So all of that was very helpful. I'm skipping the 4th chapter. She didn't leave any comments. So we're just going to skip to chapter 5 and see what she wrote. Okay, some more writer feedback. There's this one character that she's just like, maybe you should kill this character instead, or no, maybe you should kill this character instead. Maybe you should cut this character all entirely. And I kind of see what she's saying in terms of like connection that you see. I definitely think it's something to consider. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but it's definitely something to consider. She did have okay, that's fair. There's a chapter she didn't like, chapter 6, which is fair. Okay, that is good to know. Cool. Okay, so I just read through chapter 7. There wasn't a ton. I do think the feedback she's giving me is super helpful on some of the things that are confusing. It seems like out of all of the things she's talked to me about, chapter 6 seems to be the one that she doesn't like, and that's kind of like my character settling into the story. So I was a little on edge about it too when I sent it. I wasn't sure if like, I wasn't in love with it either. So it is something that I wanted to change. I'm just not really sure how I want to connect certain things So that may have been a filler chapter that I just don't need. So we'll see. So that is really helpful, actually, to get more of that feedback back. And it's kind of funny to read people's comments as they're going through the story, like as you're kind of developing the characters, of like, oh, maybe this should happen, or maybe you should do this, and then it's like, this is intriguing, or like, oh, I see what you did there. So I am very thankful for this feedback. I'm excited to get some more feedback from more of my beta readers. I have a few more that I know that are working on reading it. So I'll be interested to see if some of their feedback is similar to the feedback that I have right now. So yeah, I'm gonna look at this more in depth in a little bit and then kind of compare my notes and just give it a little bit more of thought, because I'm not entirely sure how I want to use it yet. I feel like I need to ruminate on the feedback a little bit. But it's also very helpful because she told me, like, hey, if you need any clarifications on, you know, my comments, we can hop on the phone together, which is nice to know and helpful, obviously. I really like using Google Docs because it's nice to see where in the paragraph they can highlight a word and be like, hey, this doesn't make sense to me. And it's like you can click on it and it'll take you right to it instead of like having to search. Plus, it's just so easy to share with other people too. And you can access it anywhere that you have a computer or phone. So I like that. But I don't know what everyone else does. I know my husband has used Google Docs for all 3 of the books he's written to share, and that has been a really good way to do it. He's also printed, like he printed a hard copy for me, which I liked that, but I like Google Docs. So yeah, we're headed in the right direction, guys. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm having heart palpitations. It's exciting and terrifying simultaneously because somebody's reading my story. Although I will say the last comment that she wrote, which I feel like is very encouraging, is just overall notes. I'm super intrigued and can't wait to see how this continues. And then also let me know if the notes above need clarifications and can't wait to read more of this. I just feel like after somebody reading 7 chapters and they want to read more is a good sign. It's a good sign. So yay. Okay, that is my update for my work in progress on draft 2. I'm still chugging along. I've taken a few days off from editing it, partly because I was just wanting to get feedback back. So now that I have it, I think I can maybe plug along a little bit more. I have a hard time not revisiting things as I'm going through. Anyway, now that I have feedback back, I feel like I can continue to plug along.